afternoon to everybody. In the last section, we discussed about force on a conductor placed in a magnetic field. Force on a current carrying conductor placed in a magnetic field. We studied that when we place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, it experiences a force. And we did a small activity to understand this topic. And we studied that when we change the direction of current, the direction of force also changes. Or when we change the direction of the magnetic field, that means when we change the poles of this horseshoe magnet, we can change the direction of force on a conductor. Then we discussed about what are the factors depending on the magnitude of force. First is strength of the current. Second one is strength of the magnetic field. And then the third one is length of the conductor. These are the three factors which depends on the magnitude of force developed on a current carrying conductor. Okay, I hope you all understood that section and you studied that section. Next, today we are continuing with the topic, what is an electric motor? So, an electric motor is a device which converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. And the principle behind this electric motor is, when we place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, a force is developed on the conductor. That means the conductor starts to move in the magnetic field. This is the working principle of electric motor. Today we are going to discuss about the topic electric motor. Electric motor. I already told you this is a device which converts what energy? Electrical energy to what energy? Mechanical energy. Device which convert electrical energy to mechanical energy. Where we are using this electric motor? It can be seen in the electrical gadget like refrigerator, washing machine, mixie, electric fan. So, all these equipments works with the help of electric motor. Okay. Next, the parts of an electric motor. An electric motor consists of a rectangular coil. Here we can draw this rectangular coil like this. A rectangular coil, and this rectangular coil is placed between the magnetic field between two bar magnets. That means the rectangular coil is placed in a magnetic field. Okay. So now we place a coil. A rectangular coil, and it consists of so many windings also, and all together this part is called the armature. The moving part is called the armature, and this part is fitted on an axle O. Okay, and this part is fixed on an axle. So this axle is called O, and on either side of this axis, a conducting brush is there. Instead of this conducting brush, two half rings are there. And the arms of these rectangular arms are connected to the rings with the help of these conducting brushes. Okay. What is, let be these two rings, let us give a name, it is P and Q. Or we can write it as X and Y are the two rings and P and Q are the two brushes on either side. So here the brush P and this side the brush Q. Okay. So these all are the parts. First one is two bar magnet. A conducting coil, a rectangular coil is placed between two magnet. That means it is placed in a strong magnetic field. So what is the name of this conducting coil? Let it be ABCD, and it have two arms, that is arm AB and arm CD. And this arm is externally connected to a small battery. Okay, it is connected to a small battery. Then it is connected to a small cell. Okay. Externally these two brushes are connected to a small cell and a key is here. When the key is closed, what is our principle? A current carrying conductor. So when the key is closed, the current will flow through this arm. That is, in the arm AB, the direction of current is A to B. Okay. Then, in the arm CD, what is the direction of current? C to D. Okay. Then what we studied, the direction of magnetic field is which direction? From north to south. So what we can say, if a bar magnet or if a conducting coil is placed between two bar magnets, then on arm AB the direction of current is A to B, and on arm CD the direction of current is C to D. Then we can find the movement of the direction of movement of this current carrying conductor. Here, which is the current carrying conductor? This rectangular coil is the current carrying conductor. When this conductor is in a magnetic field, when the current is flowing through this conductor starts to move. That is the working principle. So how to understand the direction of current, direction of force or direction of movement of the conductor? We already studied that. What? The law, which law? Fleming's left hand rule. According to Fleming's left hand rule, what we learned? Stretch our forefinger, center finger and thumb mutually perpendicular. So here when I place like this, what can we understand here? Here the direction of current is A to B. So the center finger indicates the direction of current is A to B. Then the direction of magnetic field is north to south. Then the movement of the conductor, in which direction? It moves downwards or upwards. The arm AB moves downwards into board. The direction it shows into board. So the arm AB moves downward and the same time arm CD moves upward. Okay. On CD, arm CD, what is the direction? C to D, the current, the direction of current. So here the direction of current, center finger indicates the direction of current and which is equal to C to D, and the this finger, point finger indicates the direction of field and thumb indicates the direction of motion of the conductor. So when the current is flowing through this conductor, the direction of current is A to B and the movement of the conductor is downwards. Okay, so the arm AB moves downwards. At the same time, arm CD moves upward. Okay. After half rotation, what will happen? Here, the arm AB goes side. Okay. Then, arm CD comes to this side. So, the arm AB is in contact with the ring Y and the arm CD is in contact with the ring X. Okay. X and Y are the two rings here. So what will happen? Here there is a device. What is the function of this device? These two half split rings act as the commutator, which means after each half rotation, these rings change the direction of current. Here one rings are there. These rings change the direction of current. Okay. So once again, when the current is flowing through this conductor, what will happen? The direction of current is A to B and the arm AB moves downwards. At the same time, the direction of current in arm CD is C to D. So this arm CD moves upward. Okay. So what is the direction of rotation is in this conductor moves in anti-clockwise direction in the magnetic field. Okay. After each half rotation, these two split rings changes the direction of current. So this is here the function of split ring is commutator. It acts as a commutator. That means the device commutator. The device which changes the direction of current is called commutator. Here these split rings act as the commutator. This is the working of an electric motor. Okay. So here we have to understand the three important things. First one is what is the working principle. The working principle is when we place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, it experiences a force and the force is maximum when the conductor is perpendicular in the magnetic field. Okay. Next, electric motor, the energy change. What energy change is taking place? Here electrical energy is changed into mechanical energy. Next, where it is used. It is used in electrical gadget like electric fan, electric refrigerator, washing machine, then mixie, MP3 players. All these places we can use the electric motor. Okay. Then the working mechanism, how it works or the parts. The main parts are a rectangular coil and this is called the armature. This is the moving part. And this armature or this rectangular coil is placed between the poles of two strong magnet or it is placed in a magnetic field. And the arms of this rectangular coil is connected to two half rings through the two conducting brushes. Okay. So, when the current is then this circuit is externally connected to a battery. When the circuit is closed, the current will passing through this arm AB. So the direction of current in arm AB is A to B. So the arm AB moves downward. At the same time, the direction of current in CD is C to D. And the arm CD moves upward according to Fleming's left-hand rule. Okay. And after half rotation, the side CD is in contact with the brush X and AB is in contact with the brush Y. So here it changes the direction of current. For each half rotation, these two half rings change the direction of current. So here these rings are called act as a commutator. Commutator means the device which changes the direction of current. Okay. Then, in commercial motors, how can we enhance the power of the motor? What we can do? Here we used permanent magnet. Instead of this permanent magnet, we can use electromagnet. Next, we can increase the number of turns of the windings of the coil. Then the third case, we can place a soft iron core inside the coil. So these all things are present in the commercial motor. Okay, so this is the working of an electric motor. You can understand more about this topic from the coming video. Please watch the video and understand the topic.
Here you can see the simple electric motor. This is a device that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. You can see the important parts of DC motor. Two strong magnets are there that provides the magnetic field. Then an armature or a rectangular coil, and this armature is attached to two half rings, and two conducting brushes are there that connects the armature to a cell. When electricity is passing through the armature, it starts to moving in the electric field. Because already we studied, when we place a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, it experiences a force, and as a result the conductor starts to move. Here you can see the armature is moving in the magnetic field. Let us see the working of an electric motor. An electric motor consists of a rectangular coil ABCD of an insulated copper wire. The coil is placed between the two poles of a magnetic field such that the arm AB and CD are perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. The ends of the coil are connected to the two halves of a split ring P and Q. The inner side of the halves of the split ring P and Q insulated and attached to an axle. The external conducting stationary brushes X and Y respectively in the diagram. A DC source is connected across the brushes X and Y. Then the current in arm AB of the coil flows from A to B. In arm CD, it flows opposite to the direction of current through arm AB. On applying Fleming's left-hand rule, we find that the force acting on arm AB pushes it downwards, while the force acting on arm CD pushes it upwards. Thus the coil and the axial O mounted free to turn about an axis and rotate anti-clockwise. At half rotation, Q makes contact with the brush X and P with brush Y. Therefore, the current in the coil gets reversed and flows along the path DCBA. A device that reverses the direction of flow of current through a circuit is called commutator. The electric motors, the split ring, act as a commutator. The reversal of current also reverses the direction of force acting on the two arms AB and CD. Thus the arms AB of the coil that was earlier pushed down is now pushed up, and the arm CD previously pushed up is now pushed down. Therefore, the coil and the axle rotate half a turn more in the same direction. The reversing of the current is repeated at each half rotation, giving rise to a continuous rotation. The working of DC motor will be clear from the following discussion. Let us suppose that the battery sends current to the armature in the direction shown in figure. Applying Fleming's left-hand rule, we find that arm OR experiences a force which is acting outwards and perpendicular to it, and arm PQ experiences a force which is acting inwards and perpendicular to it. These two forces from a couple whose moment or torque makes the armature rotate in the magnetic field. After the armature has completed half a revolution, the direction of current in the arms OR and OQ is reversed. Now, arm PQ experiences an outward force and arm OR experiences an inward force. The armature thus continues to rotate about its axis in the same, that is, anti-clockwise direction. The speed of rotation of the motor can be increased by increasing the strength of the current through the armature, increasing the number of turns of the coil of the armature, increasing the area of the coil, and increasing the strength of the magnetic field. Uses of DC motor. These are used in electric fans, that is exhaust fan, ceiling fan or table fan. These are used for pumping water. Big DC motors are used for running tram car. Small DC motors are used in various toys. Worksheet. Question number 1. With the help of a diagram, illustrate the working of an electric motor. Question number 2. What is the principle of an electric motor? 3. What is the role of the split rings in an electric motor? 4. List the major parts of an electric motor. Question number 6. How can you enhance the power of an electric motor? So, these are all the questions. Complete all the question answers and complete the notes. While completing the diagram, you have to draw a neat diagram. Okay, then thank you. Have a beautiful day.